Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Eva and welcome back to some more Victoria 2, playing the two Sicilies on our way to becoming Italy, hopefully. We actually have quite a big army, standing one, and navy is not small either, but compared to like Ottoman Empire it's quite small. But yeah, we last time we took some bits out of Egypt, so we are hopefully going to go back soon enough, but we have some infamy issues. I'm actually wondering if there is some place to actually get even more infamy reduction. That's the question. I don't expect... If there's something, it might be in culture. Or justification efficiency somewhere. In here it's just plurality and reform desire. Diplomatic points. I don't see anything in revolution, counter-revolution. Mass politics, neither. Yeah, there might be something, but it's... not that easy to find, at least. Well, we're almost at 20 research points every single day, which is insanely quick. So currently research is done in a year, actually, a year from now. So let's unpause and see what happens. We're actually a little bit over extended when it comes to our military. Of course, market crash when reloading the game happens every single time. Well, we can have more ships, though, and that's something nice. Commerce raiders, man o' wars would give us more strength, but I think building a threesome of commerce raiders will actually give us a stronger navy in general. Will cost us some money, of course, but that should be fine. Production-wise, we're actually getting the small arms factory up and running. They're trying to get a luxury clothes and luxury furniture factory up, but those are less likely to actually work. I mean, cotton we're actually getting from home, so that's a good thing. The USA, Dred Scott versus Sandford. Dred Scott, having been a slave, remains a slave. So Dred Scott, born a slave in Virginia, has, with the help of abolitionist legal advisors, sued his owner, claiming that his present residency in a free state requires his emancipation. The United States Supreme Court has ruled that this is, in fact, not the case, and effectively that the property rights of slave owners are protected regardless of where in the Union the slave resides. The case has caused enormous alarm among northern abolitionists. Also, grain production goes up by 20%. I should pause this because I'm trying to read. Enormous alarm among northern abolitionists who see it as the first step to a full extension of the institution of slavery to the whole Union. So we discovered the Rotherham plough. The Rotherham or Yorkshire plough, invented by Disney Staniforth and Joseph Foljambe, was an improvement on the traditional plough. It was constructed of wood like the standard plough, but the fittings and coulter, cutting blade, were made of iron, and the moldboard and ploughshare were covered in iron plates. It was lighter than the traditional plough and could be easily worked with a pair of horses. So we produce even more grain than we were already doing, and that would bring us to a total of 22 now. Still a lot more fish, a lot more fruit actually also. Our factory is working hard on that, but we really would like some timber production to really fuel our industry. So, well, it's actually getting some stuff done here, that factory. But I'm not gonna fund luxury factories because those are usually not that interesting. RGO, yes, I found it instantly, RGO. So there's even more cotton over here. At one point we will want to take the Sinai because then we can later build the Suez Canal. Because you need to have... Egypt in a sphere or be the owner of that area. Oh, craftsmen Sicily are actually out of work. We are filled up on the Clipper factory. Every factory right now is making a profit. Wow. Upper house, major discovery, combat medicine, army attrition goes down, military hospitals plus 1%. So that means at this point the armies and navies of the world had acknowledged the need not only for a medical corps within their organizations, but also that the illness and wounds delivered in combat and frontline duty needed specialization. Probably means better trickle back or so. So they die less and they recover better, maybe? I'm not sure what hospitals do. Are we actually building our ships? That's the question. Yes, we are. They're quite on. I could have just looked here, couldn't I? Here they are. Encourage craftsman shipping industry. Oh, that should help, but they should build me a steamer factory. Oh, we can shut down the luxury clothes factory if we so desire as well. And then you get a month of stuff and suddenly... Yeah. Oh, right, because we have our own fabric factory, we only are reliant on dyes right now, which is good. Impressionist art. Oh, so good. Oh, whoa. The ambition of the Impressionists was depicting the world not only as it was seen and known, but also as it was felt and experienced. This ambition led them to explore and extend the boundaries of their tools and traditions. Claude Monet, Auguste Renoir, Alfred Sisley, and Frédéric Bazille were among those that defined the era and made some deep impressions in the history of art. Prestige, 15. We're number 8. We are number 8. We have surpassed the Ottoman Empire. Have we surpassed Spain? We are +2, +23. Oh, barely. -4. We are 4 points behind Spain. So right now I think it takes a couple of months, 2 months, for the Ottoman Empire to regain its position above me. And then we become a great power. And that's what we really need to have. Anyway, United Kingdom, increase our relations. We're almost positive with them actually, which is pretty good. Third in prestige. The USA has a lot more prestige, but they will be in a war in a couple of years, so not sure. Then the CSA is also strong, yeah. The CSA, or the Confederate States of America, that's the abbreviation they use. Well, is it yeah, it's... There's a difference between acronym and another name, but it's still an abbreviation regardless. So, wow, over 1,000 people. Oh, you're right. We have some people over here. This culture slowly, not yet becoming Italian, I guess. It should not. Might be a while before some Italians are actually coming here. It's a colonial province. Incorporating as a state costs 24 colonial power points. Okay. So maybe that's why. Send expedition. We need a lot more life rating. Yeah, we kind of do. But is there somewhere we could go? I should check that out. Is there a button? Should be colonial map mode. East Angola is actually expedition. Well, but that's already where Portugal has some expeditions going, and the rest of the area doesn't seem to be available yet. New patent invention, new party in Mexico. Okay, Austrian research, state of government. Ooh, they're ahead of us on that one. Yeah, by half year, I guess. Wave of influenza. Oh, right, we had some flu going on. Yeah, we're probably going to have to beat up on the Ottomans at one point, but now we are, of course, at the advantage. We have Austria as an ally. Question is, will they join the war against the Ottomans? Unlikely. Especially with the NGF on its doors as well. The North German Federation. How many do we get, actually? 0.3 every month. That's not a lot. But, oh, hopefully we become a great power very, very soon. I would like it. Tech-wise, idealism, it's another point of prestige, so too bad we cannot get this until we have empiricism. 1870, yeah, we definitely need expressionism as fast as possible when it's unlocked. So state and government, next we will have to go towards breech-loaded rifles, because we need colonial negotiations. So these two, also it will make our army stronger. Romanticist literature, +1 prestige, loving it. The Romanticists finally broke with the classical demands on strictness and correctness. By celebrating and exploring human emotions and imagination, they set the path for future artistic movements in the 19th and early 20th century. Expressing their emotional response to nature were, amongst others, William Wordsworth, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Lord Byron, Percy Bysshe Shelley, and John Keats. Very famous names, actually. Percy Bysshe Shelley, also known as the husband of Mary Shelley, who wrote Frankenstein, which is actually a piece of Romanticist literature, I think. Well, it's a combination of Romanticist and... I think Romanticist mostly, yeah. Ooh, we really want this one too. Wow. Jazz. It's a lot of free prestige down there. Still number 8, so... I wonder how long the Ottomans have left to get up. Ooh, they are increasing though. Their industrial power is finally increasing. Our ships are still not finished. But that's okay. 19.52. Literacy is actually going up still, but really slowly. But that's a monthly increase, so that's by year basis. That's 0.4 almost. Not bad at all. By the way, when we get another of those points, I think it's time to educate the people over here. Yeah, that's, I think, the best. Party loyalty is quite neutral. But there's a later on there become communist and fascist. Then you can actually put on those as well. So you have socialist, communist, anarcho-liberal, and fascist ideologies. You can make them loyal to those as well. And we have another election going on. Interesting. Final results will be in January 1st, 1854. These are places we need to get in our sphere. The best thing is though is that France has a quite big of a sphere and is still working probably on other nations as well. So we can steal them one by one most likely. Make sure France is in no position to retake them at one point either. And if we just take them one by one, we get a lot of bonus points. So make sure we get a lot of coordinations that way. Well, not chord. Yeah, we get a lot of nations in our sphere that have our cores. That's also, let's increase relations with the UK again. The election is going on. Not a lot happening, but let's see the election coming. Oh, industrial power went up as again. Not bad. Wow, Campania is actually completely filled up now. Population growth, genetics, heredity. Let's pause it. Well, it's automatically paused while you're in the middle of a election. Heredity genetics were a major step towards the understanding of life itself. Gregor Mendel, 1822 to 1884, assumed that every trait an organism contains is written down in some material factors and are transferred during the process of reproduction. In experiments with his pea plants, he could prove this thesis. Basically, DNA. Okay, so future of economy. Ooh, no one is for laissez-faire at all, so I will make some decisive arguments for interventionism. There we go. I was thinking of something, but we can only field 14. We have bigger, almost a double the size of our normal regular military over the size of our mobilization capabilities. Yeah, come on, are you not there yet? War of the Almani-Zanzibar concession. Spain has Portugal in its sphere, but that's good. Ottomans are working, but still behind by quite a bit. -2, minus a lot, and that's 12, so 10. Yeah, they are 12 behind in score right now on us. So that's not going to help you. Encourage craftsmen in Campania. I think we need to stop that one for now because this factory is filled up. Also, the winery is doing really, really well for itself. Yeah, I mean, it's making a lot of money. This one is making a lot of money. So you need to get your hiring priorities up over the paper mill. Too stale for war. Major report that most of the soldiers' weapons are nearly worn out and want someone to go over them to see if they need to be scrapped. To provide soldiers with new weapons would cost more than the current budget for the military can cope. Well, I'm really not anti-military, so we need to upgrade their weapons. So, let's expand this factory. I know it costs me a bit of money, but Hopefully it will start pretty soon, because we are still making craftsmen here, which is not the best idea. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna switch from craftsmen for a while to clerks. Clerks are also work in factories, and there are actually 0 right now. But clerks take over jobs in factories and make them run a lot smoother. They will increase the efficiency of the factories. So, okay, so it's now on its being constructed. The where's the factory? Our clothes factory is now under construction as well. Hopefully we can get some clerks active as well. That would be really good. Okay, and we get some research in 2 days, 1 day. And we have a newspaper first. An article in Sicilian newspaper paints a picture of their amiable relations with Austria. Nice, not bad. New patent. Clipper convoy still dropping. Dutch research complete. Portuguese research. Hawaii is westernizing. And a letter from God. Okay. Interesting, but not really. Maximum national foci, which is good for us. But, wow, nationalism and imperialism is already possible. Huh. Did not expect that. Anyway, we need to switch to army muzzle-loaded rifles. How long will this take? August next year. That's pretty quick, actually. Now, let's put in this central... I think that's the most populous region of the two. Middle Egypt, yep. I will encourage clergymen. It's less than 10%. Less than 1%, actually. So that will increase their literacy. Again, interventionism. I don't mind supporting them. I don't mind... Small arms factory. They actually... Oh. They went off of their plan to build the luxury clothing factory, apparently. And we have a lot more commerce raiders active now. And they're all on their way to Naples. Means I can have one more transport. Isn't a steam transport is, I think, yeah, supply weight of 2. Man of war also 2. Frigate just 1. But I think, yeah, we now have 6 of them, which is pretty good. 6 regular frigates and 7 clipper transports. Commerce raiders make it strong, though. They're still not relenting on me becoming a great power. Wow. Ottoman Empire, I'm ahead of you. Stop it. Look, number-wise, we're ahead of them. Anyway, election debates in Sicily have been going on for a few days now, and the issue that seems to be becoming the determining one for the outcome of the election is, perhaps unsurprisingly, the economy. Again, interventionism. Wow, 70% for interventionism, so that's insane. So that is really one hell of a reason to vote for the moderates. Rebel factions, yeah, still Garibaldi's red shirts. Rebel power is still rising. I think these are... The red shirts was the name given to the volunteers who served under Giuseppe Garibaldi during his struggles to forge a nation-state out of the many splintered Italian states, thus aptly named on account of the red shirts that Garibaldi and his men had taken to wearing. The charismatic Garibaldi, vastly popular both at home and abroad, and generally seen as a freedom fighter, was instrumental in securing Italian unification under the Sardinian crown. Oh, whoa, hello! Mission to civilize. That's exactly what we need. Also, meritocracy versus aristocracy. Birth and blood had always been an unbearable limit for the ambitions of the bourgeoisie. For them, logically, men with talents and merits should be promoted. However, the privileges of the old aristocracy keep the commoners into inferior stratus, as only nobility of birth and tradition would be the sole determinant of the fittest of man. And this means we have over 20 research points a day now. Halfway through August, we get muzzle-loaded rifles. Mission to civilize. This was the idea that was defined as the uncivilized world needed to be civilized, and that its inhabitants were like children who needed to be enlightened by a fair but harsh hand. This was the ideology that led and justified the colonization and occupation done by the great powers. Minimum life rating, colonial prestige, and diplomatic points. But this is perfect. Colonial map mode, and we still cannot get anywhere because it's just too high life rating still. balls. Yeah, it's just in East Angola, and that's already being taken up by people. There are some places, really. Wow. That I would like. There's nothing here on the coast either. Is it all already taken? European nations. Hang on. Is this our reach, maybe? The blue part? Yeah, I think we don't even reach this far. That's the problem, too. And again, if we get everything, colonial negotiations and prophylaxis, then we can actually just stroll into the Sahara from Egypt right now. Yes. So we need breech-loaded rifles after this, then probably pick up naval base level 2 so we can get a bigger navy out there and actually build better ships when they unlock. War policy debated. Opponents and proponents of the military and the armed forces are taking sides for the coming election, while militarists argue that increased tension in the world and arms races between several of the great powers are reason enough to maintain a strong Sicilian military. Others are less convinced and see the military expenses excesses on part of the government. We are patriots and are going to fight for our country. Yes, we are. We definitely are. 100 suppression points. Well, I don't want to suppress these guys, so we'll be more radical in the future. Yeah, I get it, so I don't mind really. Decisions. Oh, we have some new. Seize the means of production. No more will the foreign dogs grow fat of the sweat of our people. Time has come to seize all assets owned by outsiders to be cared for. Not in the sphere of influence. Perform nationalization. Is someone investing in us then? I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know, let's just do it because it sounds fun. All assets are now ours. Sea power and merchant marine. I think this might be a really good one for us. Total amount of ships 30. Prestige goes down by 15 at that point though. It'll increase navy and commerce tech. And it's a strong one. It's the same one as we should be in naval power. I mean, we are surrounded by ocean, well, sea basically. Increased relations with the UK. We're almost positive now. Ottoman Empire is still at 134. We should be passing them really soon. Election finished. Moderati are still in power. Liberal now 37% in power. So more people are getting liberal. Huh. Reform still nothing allowed because the conservatives are not impressed by militancy. But every single liberal wants to reform that at least, so let's see if we can get to that point at one moment. Socialists also want to put part of their power towards reforming politically as well. So if you have socialists as a big part of the upper house, you could still do one of these stuff going down. I would like to get better voting franchises for people. And then there's of course all of this. So minimum wage goes up, means they will be better. And factory throughput down, but luxury needs also go down. Because they have to work less hard, they also need less to stay happy, basically. Almost done with the small arms factory. Look at these two, making money left and right. This one is losing lots of money. We have risen in status in the world and are now considered a great power. This little tiny bit, this two Sicilies. We're now among the UK, France, North German Federation, Austria, Spain, but not the Ottoman Empire. And we're also almost past Spain, actually. So, neighbors. We have 3 neighbors. Boom, let's start pumping influence into the Papal State. So here we are. We will probably really soon get a message that says, hey, we're France, we don't like what you're doing. It's quite likely, but let's start with the Pope. Like, do one at a time for now, because they are all already in a sphere. So let's see what's happening with... France has no points yet here. That's actually good in our favor. It's really in our favor that they don't have that. And they are not pushing points. You will see when they are pushing points into them, because their flag will appear here. Listless unemployed. I've been around to all workplaces in the city, but I just can't seem to get a break, sir. I've had this before. All poor strata in Sicily and Sicily, the percentage of people that support low subsidies, gain 7 consciousness. Build local reform support. 10.9. This is daily increase, by the way. That's pretty damn good. And where is it? I think it's culture. Ooh, cool. Vaccination. Where is it? Hang on, let's pause for a second. Where's the increase then? Is it commerce? Oh, here it is. Business regulations. Commerce actually increases the amount you can do that, so okay. Vaccination. This meant that one could immunize animals and humans from illnesses that flourished. This made life easier for man and cattle, tending more profitable. So increases in people staying alive during a war. How is actually the percentage going on here for, most likely for prophylaxis? 5%. Actually the highest of them all. We're actually trading sulfur out of there. Highest, oh no, we are exporting fish, liquor, regular clothes. Mostly fish though, because we don't need as much fish. We do need the grain from overseas and the tea and the paper. Wow, we're actually importing paper. That's impressive. Probably because we cannot produce it ourselves at high efficiency. Apparently we are getting coal. Oh, the fact that we became a great power maybe gave us even more access to goods. Also, we could sphere the Ottoman Empire. But I don't want to do that. I want to be able to punch them in the face. But they're still allied to the UK. I want to take this area from them, so I don't want to sphere them. Is anyone else? Well, France is trying to sphere them, though. That's, of course, not that good. But if they are trying to sphere the Ottoman Empire, we get free reign to sphere Italy. Basically, yeah. But we are a great power. I like this a lot. Still getting more craftsmen in Puglia, which is good. Not getting dyes right now, which is bad. This actually lowers this productivity of these guys as well. 5th of August. Yay. Infamy still going down. It is increasing consciousness, I think. Temperance League is, of course, increasing our militancy. Hello! Oh, we can increase the Pope's likeness of ours. So let's increase opinion of the Papal States. So now the Pope is cordial towards us. You need to make them friendly, and if you make them friendly, you can add them to your sphere. But, now France is working against us. They've noticed the fact that we are increasing our relations with the Pope a bit. So, one newspaper, we benefit from the Ottoman Empire's decline. Following the Ottoman Empire's decline, we assume our rightful standing among the nations of the world by ascending to the position of one of the great powers. That's perfect. Netherlands attacking Bali. The Republican Party has formed in the United States of America. And on the discovery of clericalism versus anti-clericalism, this will be the end of the episode, but the elites had for centuries allied with the clergy for maintaining social order by the belief in God and His Church. A spread of the ideas inherited from the French Revolution and the Industrial Revolution boosted, both among the liberals and the socialists, the thought that both the state and society had to be freed from the yoke of religion. More plurality, more research points, quicker research, already done at early August. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. We're now a great power, and we are a great power. Yes! Now it's time to take our rightful place in the world. Actually gains us more prestige a month as well. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys later.